Hi, so for today's vlog, we are going to Atlanta with my cousin. We landed in Atlanta pretty late at night because of the time change and because we're from Seattle.
On behalf of all of us here at Alaska Airlines and our Oneworld Alliance, it has been our pleasure serving you today. Thank you for making this a part of your journey. Thank you and take care.
The first thing we did was stop at our hotel to drop off our bags, and then we found a Italian restaurant near a hotel so that we could eat because we were starving. I will say, even though the vibe of this place was immaculate, I hated their food. I just felt like it wasn't that good. I got a seafood pasta which had barely any crab in it, and it was overpriced. Our waiter was amazing though. He gave us a lot of recommendations, but other than that, I would not suggest dining here. We were staying at the Starling Hotel, and I decided to wait till the morning to take some photos of it so you could see the full effect of the lighting. It was a very pretty hotel. I actually love the interior design of it. The color scheme was so fun, and we were able to be on the tallest floor as possible, which was something I really wanted because I wanted a good view. But in my opinion, the view was just okay. Like I said, it was a little bit colder, so there wasn't too much sun. Then we stopped at Starbucks. I got a mocha, and I cannot remember what my cousin got. And we are at the Atlanta Zoo now, so I'm super excited to see what kind of animals they have here. We were wondering why the flamingos some of them are gray, and it's because they're babies. We got this little paper map that I will be scrapbooking at some point because I love to scrapbook. And then we checked out the flamingos and the elephants were eating, which was super cool to see because I've never seen an elephant eat before. We did see one poop as well, but obviously I'm not sharing that on camera.
What are they doing? What are they staring at?
Oh my gosh, how cute! All of the animals seemed pretty lively. The rhinos were a little bit tired, but for the most part we had a lot of fun looking at all the animals. I really enjoyed seeing animals that we don't necessarily see at our local zoos. The part that always gets me is the lions. They always look so underfed and so depressed, and so I didn't really like to stay there that long. We also got to see some zebras on the way to the other exhibits. We went to the reptile area, which had a lot of snakes and crocodiles and frogs. There were so many different kind of frogs here. I love frogs. I also love turtles, and they had a ton of turtles there as well. So this is definitely one of my favorite exhibits. I don't know if a lot of people know this, but I'm actually Native American, and my specific clan at my tribe is a turtle clan, and so I actually have a turtle tattoo, but I also am obsessed with turtles, so I had to take as many clips as possible of all the different turtles. There were literally so many of them. I think they're so cool looking. They're so fun. If I didn't have cats, I would definitely have a turtle, but I am very fearful that my very extroverted cat would probably kill it, and I think they usually smell pretty bad too, so it's not really realistic for me. When we went to see the gorillas, they actually had an employee talking about them, and they gave some information, and I learned a lot during this. So if you ever have time to stop for a zoo talk, I would definitely recommend that because they give out a lot of really cool information, and we just got to learn about the hierarchies in the gorillas. I know some people aren't the biggest fan of zoos, but I personally really like them. I like being able to see animals, and I think most times animals are in zoos because these ones cannot survive out by their own. So I personally had a great day here. It was nice and sunny. We spent a couple hours here, and I would definitely recommend the zoo to anybody who wants to go. The Atlanta Zoo is pretty big, and there's lots to see. And right now we're about to eat at Tencent Ramen. I did get sushi at this ramen place, and the sushi was actually so good, and I love the vibe of this restaurant. And then I tried a little bit of boba, which was really good as well. Peach slushy with tapioca. A little crab rangoon. I love crab rangoon. The crazy crab roll and the red dragon roll. I'm not going to sit here and eat the entire roll in front of you guys, but both of these rolls are really good, and if you like sushi, this is a good place. I would definitely take it from me because I live in Seattle, where sushi is, in my opinion, the best in the United States. My cousin really wanted to go to Ponce City Market, which is kind of like an industrial market. We have one similar in Seattle called Pike Place, but this one was indoors and it had a lot of industrial looking staircases, and the ceiling was really cool as well. It's like they converted this huge industrial building into a market. There were a lot of smaller vendors and you could pretty much find anything that you were looking for. We spent a few hours here. It was really fun. There were a lot of cool food opportunities. I definitely do recommend checking out the Ponce City Market if you're looking for more curated stuff, because a lot of the booths were super curated and you could find literally anything that you would want. I also love the dark decor here as well. And then they had a bunch of food options. We did end up getting a few things to eat here. I got an ice cream with a cookie underneath and it was pretty good. The cookie was nice and warm. And then my cousin wanted a Korean corn dog and someone ended up stealing her corn dog, so they remade it for us and then gave us a secondary corn dog, which is what I had. It was my first time trying a Korean corn dog and it was like the Cheeto, like the hot Cheeto one, and it was half cheese, half meat. It was just okay. Not really my thing, but maybe if you like Korean corn dogs, this is definitely a place you can check out. It also has a bar, but my cousin is underage, so we didn't stay there. And then we went upstairs to the Skyline Park, which was really cool. We took this ginormous elevator up there, and we got to see a lot of really pretty views of the cities. There were also a few activities. When we went there, it was more on the wintertime side, so there was ice skating. We did not ice skate, but we did walk around. There was a restaurant where you could eat outside in a bubble. We did not eat there because we already ate a lot during this day, and we just really enjoyed the views. There was this massive slide that you could slide down. We did that a few times, and then there were some games that you could do as well, kind of like carnival games. After all that, we went back to the hotel, and then the next day we went to the Georgia Aquarium, which was one of the things that we were most excited for because we really wanted to see the whale shark, and at this point in time there was only one whale shark. We sat there for about an hour and a half before he ended up showing up. Usually the whale shark will swim on one part of the tank for a few hours and then switch it up to the other side, so we did have to wait for him to show up. He was really cool. We got some really nice shots of him. He came really close to the tank. This is definitely something I would recommend doing if you've never seen a whale shark before, because I had not seen one and I thought it was really interesting. There were also a lot of separate shark tanks and there were dolphin tanks. There's a dolphin show. We did not attend that. And then this is just a massive aquarium. There was so much to do. I would not recommend the food court. The food was horrible there, but we had to eat because we were hungry. There were a lot of fish and sea mammals that you could meet if you paid extra for, and they are just super friendly. They look like they love to play. We spent like half a day here because we had so much fun. I literally could not recommend this place enough. They also had a penguin exhibit and you were allowed to go into the exhibit and like a little pop-up tent piece, so that was cool. And then there was beluga whales and they're really funny looking to me. Then we hopped on over to the World of Coca-Cola, which was directly across the street from the aquarium. We did not spend that much time here because at that point it was just super crowded. I was feeling overwhelmed and overstimulated. There were so many people. We did do the taste testing. We tried pretty much every soda we could, and we only took little sips of them because there were some pretty bad ones. And then I decided to compare my old Coca-Cola bag with the newer one because my old one is pretty faded because I've had it for quite a while. And then I got sushi again because obviously I love sushi, and this was a very beautiful restaurant. I will say the food scene in Atlanta is really cool and I love the plate details as well. And then we decided for the first time ever to try a waymo, which I did not originally want to do, but my cousin really wanted to try, so we did it. And I was scared the whole time because I've seen so many horror stories about waymos, but that was okay as well. If you are interested in the Vampire Diaries, definitely check out my Mystic Falls vlog, which is about 45 minutes from Atlanta. But other than that, I'm going to end the video here. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you later. Bye!